Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on, beautiful people? What's up, Purple Mango? What's up, Kem? What's up, Zay? What's up, Eric? Good morning, Mel. CPI numbers are out. A lot of them are neutral / slightly positive. You do still have a lot more numbers coming out today, so you could just have a slight move today in the market, and then we'll just probably stay in the range or slightly outside of the range. I could see that happening today, and then tomorrow you'll probably get another bigger move early on in the morning. So keep that in mind. A lot of very important numbers coming out tomorrow as well, but decent data out today. Like I said, neutral / slightly positive. The total consumer price index jumped 0.6% month over month in August, as expected, following a 0.2% increase in July. Core CPI, which excludes food and energy, rose 0.3% month over month in August, following a 0.2% increase in July. So you guys have that data. Send a screenshot to everybody. All right, good. All right, got that out of the way. Good morning, Florida Trader. Good morning, peoples. How y'all doing? What's up? Yep, Florida. I was just reading that too. I was just reading off the official consensus and all that. See what kind of movement we get today. And the only whoops, I just clicked off screen. The only earnings this morning were Cracker Barrel, REVG, SLQT, and CODA. You have 6 stocks after hours, which I think I've only heard of one of those companies. Big companies for the rest of the week will be tomorrow after close. You have Adobe. Adobe is tomorrow after close. I think the only other notable company this week was Oracle, and that was on Monday. That was after close Monday. Good morning, everybody tuning in. We were just reading off some of the CPI data. We went over a little bit with SPY, just kind of waiting a little bit before going ahead more. I guess we could look at some individuals. A lot of these are getting bought up kind of early on. How's the dollar doing? I was gonna say, if it's not dumping, we're gonna be in a weird open this morning, but they are pulling back a little bit towards the lows of extended hours, so we'll see where they go from there. Oh, I gotta clean this. This was to catch the halfway point of that gap yesterday, but that can be removed. Come on. Alright, we'll keep that. Delete that. That's been invalidated now. Resistance, support. Broke it here. Slowly retake it, and then they lost it again. So it's really this area that's on watch today. Oops. Yesterday's open, yesterday's close, yesterday's low. These are all covered with other levels. There's your SPX chart for the day for all my SPX traders. Good morning, everybody tuning in. Good morning, Alexis. Good morning, Shadow, Chuck. What's up, guys? Yes, be careful with the open today. Very, very well can pump and rug pull. 100%. I think a lot of people, too, are just misinterpreting the fact that we don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to go up or down, which you can see we've done a little bit of both over the past few weeks. We had our nice pullbacks. We had our nice buyer reactions. We've had a secondary pullback here. Now we're kind of really just reacting to the secondary pullback and seeing, can this hold? Yes, that is a wick, by the way. I'm sure that looked weird from that point of view. But basically, 445, though. This is like the ultimate level to watch, 445. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. We talked about it again the beginning of this week. But this level is very relevant on our bigger time frames, as you can see here when I switch down to that chart, as well as our smaller time frame chart. That is no coincidence. 445 is a very, very important pivot point, so make sure you keep that on watch. Not just today, but over the next couple weeks. You just, again, want to see who has control of that. But let's look at the bigger time frame chart. Zoom on over to it. If you go over from your last pullback, again, from your high to your low with a fib, you can see we actually have gotten a nice recovery there with that buy reaction, a nice bearish kicker hammer. So essentially giving bulls a little bit of, bears a little bit of room short term if they can maintain rejecting 448s. They've already done that. They've already pulled back. They've already done their short-term leg. So right now we're kind of questioning, is a higher low forming or is this just a continuation lower? So we're either going to see more range trading between here, or we're going to see a breakdown under 445, and it's going to continue, whether it's after or before that range trading, it does not matter. Or we're going to see them hold this range above 445, hold the higher low above this green candle here, and we're going to see them retake this yellow level here, the golden pocket. And if they can do that, then over the short term, we should have an increased recovery towards the more mid 450s before seeing higher 450s. I don't want to, get your hopes up past that, but that is the game plan on the bigger time frame for down, up, sideways, and it really all again relies on that 445 and if it can hold above this candle or not. Because if so, then you are going to get a good higher low. But a lot of indecision here. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if you really did get a little bit more of range trading before the bigger move. But I really like that setup a lot. And if you jump down to the 4 hour from that, go back to your settings cogwheel, go to equities, turn off your extended hours so we can see this a little bit easier. Zoom in, you'll see it's the same setup. It's a lead test. We've already pulled back a little bit. So right now you're kind of looking to see, is this a higher low or are we about to really start flushing here? And you can see 445 right there again. You can see they pushed above it, held it, hammered, held it again, good reset. So kind of just floating above it right now. Seeing, is this good data? Is this bad data? Right now we're getting a lot of neutral data today, slightly positive, slightly more neutral than anything. Again, because a lot of your month-over-month, year-over-year PPI data comes out tomorrow. So be very careful with that. And yes, Mr. Shadow, is that Shadow? Yes, Mr. Shadow said it, which a bunch of people from the BB server have been going over this for a little while now, just because everyone in my chat's addicted to just inside candles and outside candles, which is a good thing. But you are correct, though. If you go to the weekly time frame, this big emerging candle that happened here, big emerging move that happened from another inside bar too on the weekly. You can see we have an inside bar here, a positive print, and then now you have more of a squeeze happening again. So in a sense, yes, you're about to either get a pop and we're going to test this, and whether that means we reject or continue higher from there doesn't matter. But keep that in mind. Keep this level of control in mind. Same thing goes for here. If we break down, that doesn't mean we have to instantly, that means we're definitely flushing to the lows of the chart. No, they could hold this low here and then fake you out. It's very, very normal. But yes, you are correct though. On the weekly, so far we are definitely a double inside bar right now after breaking out from an inside bar. So there's a lot of squeezing going on here, a lot of pressure building up, which could bring a lot of movement. And of course, this lining up with a lot of the data coming out here at the kind of middles towards the end of this week. So yeah, it looks good. But guys, be sure to drop a like on the stream, share the stream around if it helps, or if you know anybody who needs to not be part of some retarded server. Glad to have you all here. But yeah, game plan for the bigger and smaller time frames. If you want to leave the extended hours off, you can. I think I'm going to probably just do it because it does look pretty good. Why is the chart so... Oh, there we go. So at the open, we're really just looking to see does 445 hold. But as you could tell, though, they got a little bit of room above that now. So we got a little bit of room to play with here. I'm also kind of liking the look here. If you kind of look down at this low here from the other day. Looks like if they can just get over that, that looks like a good kind of initiating level to break to get towards better levels. Again, you got your other days opened out over here, 447s, 447.25. Then you got the one pump that we had above that, which did go fill that gap. So we'll see if they go make a lower high on this intraday chart. Do they want to continue holding a higher low? Do they want to break down? We'll see. We got all the scenarios in front of us. And yeah, good morning, E. Glad to see you, man. Like I said, guys, be sure to drop a like on the stream. Share the stream link around if there's, you know, other traders or other people you're aware of or other friends you have. Good morning, Daffy. Always happy to see your name pop up, man. And yeah, I'm just going to ride solo in today's stream. Just going to update on my own. And then tomorrow I'll probably bring in Devin, of course, and then see if we can fit in some other of my guys from the old private group. And if not, then it'll just be me and Devin tomorrow. And then, of course, full day Friday. So, I know you guys like the full day Fridays. And yeah, I got a lot of posts around, posted on Twitter, Discord, YouTube. You guys have everything around if you guys aren't in here. What's up, Mighty One? How you doing? It's Wheezy. Hey, how you doing? I guess I should leave this on before the open so people aren't like, what the hell's going on? What up, Maps? How you doing, man? I actually saw your comment this morning. You were going back through the scalp trading series, I think. Good on you, man. You'd be surprised how many people still have not seen that playlist, yet they've been in the BB server for, like, you know, since its creation. They'll be like, I'll have people straight up come up to me, and again, I'm not complaining. I love you guys, but I'll have some people straight up come up to me and be like, yo, can you maybe make some videos on, like, some live trades and, like, you, like, breaking down what you liked about it, like, before, during, and after? Like, could you do that? And then maybe, like, a trade log or something? I'm like, I don't know how to be, like, say this without being rude, but, like, open your eyes. Like, there's playlists, there's public playlists on all of this. You can go check it out. They'll be like, "Oh, dude, did you just release that?" Yeah, sure. Yeah, man. Just the other day, actually. Hope you like it. Good morning, Chris. How you doing, man? You guys are just piling on in here now. I guess I just got to get used to the fact you guys are some late bloomers. You guys like to get to the market as late as you can. That's totally fine. It's like schoolwork, you know? You just kind of put it off to the side to the very last second, and then right as the, school bell's about to start, that homework is done. Just magically. Is Tesla going to yesterday's high of day? Very possibly. Let's see, though. So the current plan I personally have set on this is you either get a breakout of 272 or 270.75 to 272, a break or retest over this, and that can get you towards 275, and then you have the 277, 278.40 high of day resistance. That's the plan for upside. For downside, you're going to see this 266.60 up to 267.42. Does that hold, or does that break and retest again? A lot of you guys, I saw a few people from my own private group too struggling with this. When I say break or retest, guys, again, these are 40% entries or 80% entries. Now remember, on your 80% entry, are you always going to get this perfect, magical, full retest? No, you're going to have these let me control Z it. Sometimes you're going to have these short-term retests that kind of range trade here first, and then they break out. And it's like, well, what the heck? I didn't get to catch that because it was too high up. I didn't like that it wasn't, as good risk or. But what could you have done there to give you a good reason to like that pullback? Your fib. Again, if you go from the breakout to the slowdown of that high, and then if that pullback there can hold that area, then yes, that is a good midterm retest. You guys are also aware of the single candle retest where you get those breakouts and then they'll give you that one candle that holds the 50% of that breakout candle, and then they're gone. That's all they do. Sometimes you guys call these 3-bar plays, 4-bar plays, the flags that we see on bigger time frames, but are happening quicker here. So remember that. Again, it's not just, oh, wait for a candle, there's a few things to look out for. So make sure you guys are giving yourself the best advantage you possibly can. Again, your market edge is your patience, your discipline, being able to stick to a plan. Anybody can touch a button and get into a trade, but who can over time do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again with reasoning, with confidence? But that is the game plan for Tesla today, if you are looking at that. This looks like Meta is not fully done. Get our previous day low demand. Edit properties, out a couple days because we're too lazy to just extend it to the right. We're just going to go ahead and leave it there. We'll add our previous day close. Everything's good up here. Looks like pre-market high is going to be very relevant. So 303, 304, these are very, very good levels to the upside. Under 300 basically is what you're looking for downside. That's a very easy game plan before the open. Netflix, another one. Let's see if there's that chart cleaned. It is. Oh, let's see this one first. I think the line I drew was here. I think I was like, guys, I'm kind of more just focused on whatever this level is. I don't know why I'm trying to draw a trend line. This level here. This is a very, very relevant level. Again, it's rejected here multiple times. The one pump that happened was because of earnings, though, here. And then broke down because of earnings. And you could see back under, held a higher low. And then when they went up again from that higher low, they went up to that area again, slowed down, made a lower high. Now they're pulling back again. So is this coming down to 430 to try and hold? Are they going to try and break 430? That's a really big question. Go back down to your smaller time frame, you can see, oh wow, they're not even close to 430 yet. And that's okay. Add your previous day low. Add your previous day close. Just watch that support, try to hold. And if they do dip under that, 432 and 430 are most likely very good, high probability targets under that previous day low, previous day close area. You do have your previous day open, previous day high way up here. Previous day supply ends at about 440, 440. Go back to your smaller time frames again, though. You can see there's a lot of good levels here already set from your TA routine. So I guess Netflix could get a short-term buy reaction today if they can hold. A very, very good dump could happen, though, if 434s are not held. What's up, Monkey Pirate? Any comments or questions on the game plan for Tesla? I noticed you just wanted to come in here and talk about bullishness for Tesla, but you don't want to talk about a game plan. Again, I'm not here for y'all's entertainment. If you guys want to grow, please stay. But if you want to make weird, vague comments, please leave. I don't care about being popular. If you want to grow, go ahead and stay. You were looking at 266 for a bounce. There you go. See? There's something to go off of. Thank you. Reasoning, man. Reasoning is everything. And I'm not just speaking to Monkey Pirate. Monkey Pirate is speaking up, but again, guys, a lot of you guys do this. A lot of you guys do that. Don't be vague. Do it for yourself. You're not posting updates for me. You know, you're not posting updates to look cool. You're posting updates to prove to yourself, hey, I know what the hell I'm talking about. And it's really to kind of tack down the timeline, really. You know, oh, you were calling out 40% when it was doing this, and then you accurately called out the 80%. You would only be able to know that, you know, if you go back and you're like, okay, I was talking about it here. I like that it was holding here. And then, you know, during it, because again, why do I talk about this stuff, guys? Because you're not always going to be taking real trades. So what is the greatest thing you can do when you're not trying to risk anything, but you're trying to grow? Mental reps. Again, fuck paper trading. Mental reps. Mental reps are always going to give you what you need. But how do you take mental reps? Everyone's always asking, how do you grow? How do you do this? How do you get better? You know, you don't get better by taking more trades. You get better by taking more reps. Then you can get into taking more opportunity. Too many times I see people just jump into live trades and like, well, in basketball, you have to jump onto the court to grow. What? Don't even try to apply that analogy here. On the basketball court, you're not losing your own money just being out there. So, calm down. Focus on game plans. Focus on the 4 main strategies we go over. Focus on the levels we go over every day. You know, you guys have seen them work time and time again. Half of you will congratulate them, but then won't focus on them. You know, it's like, what? You know they're accurate, but you don't use them. So, again, focus. And there's time, you know, time and patience. I think a lot of you guys rush yourselves to, you're like, oh my god, I'm not instantly seeing results. What the F? Why am I not smart? It's like, dude, it has nothing to do with IQ. It has nothing to do with you being smart or dumb. You just don't have the time. You just don't have the experience. That's all it is. Give yourself that time. But what's the only way to even... How are you even going to make it that far in the future, though? Again, if you're doing these weird habits, if you're, you know, constantly breaking your plan, constantly being undisciplined, constantly just unfocused, you know, what are you really doing to yourself? You're really just throwing yourself off the rails. So make sure you guys understand that you need to focus on doing the same thing over and over again, or looking for the same looks over and over again, regardless of the variations in the market, regardless of the news. You know, it's because you don't need any more moving variables. You need to have a set standard in front of you. So when this happens, you do that. When this happens, you do that. There's always a set reaction. You're not making up a reaction as it happens. You're not being reactive. You're being, I mean, you are being reactive to an extent, but it's with a limited choice, though. You're not, you know, just aiming for the stars on every trade. So 266 to 268. But that's just something I wanted to go over a little bit. I don't care if that, you know, pisses people off or not. They need to hear it. Good morning, Spicy Pepper. And somebody just tagged me saying I got an ad on StreamB for your information. If you guys are getting them, you either don't have YouTube Premium or a normal account, because my channel has all of that off. So if you are getting an ad, that is all YouTube. So I'm just letting you guys know. I don't want y'all to think I'm like whoring you out for ads. Look, off. Look, I can't even click the button. I have it off. Just letting you all know. How is everyone's morning, though? You guys ready? You guys prepared? I haven't seen a whole lot of typing, so I'm hoping you guys are just kind of looking around right now, getting ready. Still got another 12 minutes before the open. Posted SPX info, posted CPI info. Looks like energy is still just on fire. They're in the leading part of their chart for the relative rotation graph for our sectors there. Good post by Daffy. I didn't post any list or anything today because all the info was posted last night. Posted the bigger and smaller time frame info, what was on watch. I'd pretty much try to do this every day before the next day. Okay, that was it. Daily updates. Nice little quick watch list from them on Moderna, GM, Nvidia, XOM, and Gilead. Some updates here. Oh, where's that chart? Y'all gotta see this. This was insane looking. Let's see if it's here. Here, hold up. Let me pull it up. I don't know why it's not there. Y'all have to see this, though. This is pretty crazy. Where's the off-topic chat? I'll just resend it in there because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Here it is. It's the share of the EV registrations by brand this year. Only this year. But you guys, you can see, though, almost 60% market share by Tesla alone. Pretty crazy. I know a lot of you guys like those weird stats on different things. If I find more, I'll read them. What's up, Hayes? How you doing? How did Cracker Barrel earnings go? That is a great question. Let me refresh Savvy Trader real quick. I don't have any numbers on the website yet. Let's see. It was released, though. I don't know why Savvy Trader isn't loaded. But it looks like they did worse. Oh, no, they did better. I guess that's a buy the news, or buy the rumor, sell the news. Yo, good question though, Creator Trade. Finally, some productive conversation here. Cracker Barrel. Damn, they've just been tanking, huh? Eee. Damn, they were at almost 200 a share. Look, like, here's, like, bottom of 2020, and they're, like, down here again. Back with Andre, Giant, Mr. Elephant Tusk. Alright, let's see. The... Oops. The S&P futures are down 4 points and are trading fractionally below fair value. The Nasdaq 100 futures are down 20 points and are trading 0.1% below fair value. The Dow Jones down 30 points. Blah, 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 blah. Total CPI increased 0.6% month over month in August, as expected, with rising gas prices accounting for over half of that increase. Core CPI, which excludes food and energy, rose a stronger than expected 0.3% month over month, or a 0.2% year over year. Which is giving total CPI up to 3.7% versus 3.2% in July. Core CPI, which is that excluded CPI data, is at 4.3% versus the 4.7% in July. The key takeaway from the report is that core inflation, which is what the Fed monitors more closely because they can mess with it more, showed ongoing improvement on a year-over-year basis. However, it is still well above the Fed's 2% target, reflecting a sticky quality that probably won't compel, sorry, I don't know what the hell I was reading, the Fed to raise rates further at this point, but which will certainly keep the Fed in a higher for longer mindset. Treasury saw some volatility immediately after the release, but things have calmed down. The 2-year note yield, which jumped to 5%, 5.07% data, is up 2 basis points from yesterday's 5.02. For anybody who gives a hoot about yields. But there is your morning update. I love that website, man. I don't know who created it. I hope they reach out to me one day so I can pat them on the back, because that is by far one of the greatest websites ever. And it's free. That blows my mind every time I say that. Everyone's always like, what's the news? What's the news? What's the news? But nobody ever, like, will link you pieces of news or anything. I've been sending news for weeks now, showing people, like Financial Juice. This is another great one, too. It's free. I'm signed in, but you don't even have to be. Free website, again. And what's the greatest thing about this one is it literally just combines every news source into one. This is a great news source. It gives you everything. You can adjust anything. You can set up settings for certain things. I love this website. X can be good, but you got to be careful with who you're following. I mean, I guess that goes for any social media. Then, of course, Savvy Trader, really, really awesome for earnings and stuff. So you got all your bases covered. It's across 3 websites in which you do not have to sign in. But guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying some of the news, some of the information, some of the updates this morning. Please be sure to drop a like on the stream. It helps out the channel a ton. Share the stream around if you have any friends or other traders that you're aware of that just need a place to kind of chill at. This is a great place for them. But again, today's big game plan really focusing on, does 445 hold? Are we seeing a higher low on bigger time frames? Or are we going to see just a range trade? Again, we have more data coming out tomorrow on PPI month over month and year over year data. So, today's news is not the only news. Currently at home with COVID, but you get to trade the rest of the week. Oh, man, I hope you feel better, man, for real. I'm glad you have some time off, but at the same time, I hope you feel better. Good morning, Jazz. Always happy to see you, see your name pop up. Good morning and happy CPI. Interested in triple Q if it can hold 370 and 370 for a possible bounce to retest 375. If 369 can't hold, I don't see a significant support till 368 or 366 price levels. Always appreciate your... Hey, good stuff, Alexis. I like this. See, that's what I like. He's got a full game plan for both sides. You know, he can be bullish. I don't give a shit. He can be bearish. I don't care. But what he needs to do is cover both sides, and that's exactly what he did. Great job. Morning, morning. What's up, Maddie? How you doing, man? Oh, my bad. I shouldn't assume and say man. What's up? Me trying to get into the crosshairs of the cancellation culture. Jesus. You are a man. This year you are. At the current moment, yes. We got 2 minutes, guys. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning before the market opens. I need to use the soundboard more. Damn, you can't just join a Discord channel and mute yourself. That sucks. Hold on, let's try this. There we go. There we go. That'll be our 2-minute warning noise. Can you stream audio on voice, please? Oh, yeah, I can. Actually, don't join that one. I don't want people joining it and talking. I don't feel like updating all the perms. Market's open, by the way, guys. Evis, I can't. I have to fix the channel. I don't have time to look at all that. Sorry, man. I'll fix it next time. I need to get back to doing that, though. You were right. And yeah, guys, market's open, by the way, if you didn't already notice. Market's open and pumping off of that 445.90s level. I guess market likes that higher low so far. Oh, my bad. We'll turn off the junk now. We'll turn all that off. Equities highlighted. Bam. Now it can look clean. Jump out to that 5-day, 5 minutes. So sometimes if we want to, we can zoom out. But we can see right now, though, getting a really good move off of that 446 area. Retaking that little area we talked about this morning. And it's kind of giving them that first move to 447. We'll see if that holds or not. SPY already pushing into 447s, guys. This is amazing. Guys, this is pretty funny. I gotta show this off, Sinful. This is pretty funny. So he's on his You Got Served Yo account, and he went, "Thanks for the financial advice in this guy's post," and then he said, "Thank you for your comment on my not financial advice." That's funny as hell. Good morning. Apple pulling back right now. Great call out. What's up, Dondu? Good morning, Sylvia. Good morning, SF. Always happy to see familiar names popping up. How are you guys doing this morning? How are you fine people doing? My people have spoken. How are they doing, though? And guys, what do we do? Well, I mean, again, you can, and again, I don't care if you take trades the first 30 minutes. I don't care. But what is the first 30 minutes good for? Who can tell me? I'm looking for a single word response. What is the first 10, 20, 30 minutes really good for? Doing well, listening in today. Weight, range, these are good answers. Yes, Spicy Pepper got it. Information. Alexis, great answer as well. Data, information. Yes, you guys are getting it. We're just looking to see what the hell's going on. That's all we're getting. Just getting a quick breakdown of what's going on in the first 10, 20, 30 minutes. Can you trade in that time? Yeah, of course. You can do whatever you want. But just remember what it's good for and what it can lead to. Microsoft and Apple are opposites. Creator, what is that going to tell us? Let me know. What is that going to tell us? We're gonna have some what in that tech sector. Let me go see if he's right, though. Did get a pullback a little bit on Apple. And yes, Microsoft is pulling up. Very nice, too. Very quickly. They like that 331.60, I guess. Now they're pushing over 334. And yeah, now I guess the question is, can Apple catch up? Exactly, indecision. Greater Trade said indecision in the tech sector. Which is, guys, what? I mean, you guys know it. The heaviest sector in the market. So very, very important. Great responses, guys. Thank you all for that. Seriously. Pat yourself on the back or whatever. Because those were great answers. That's exactly what I wanted to see. You guys know. And sorry if I ask some questions that you guys have already been asked before, but I really do believe in repetition over anything. I feel like even people like me, you know, where it's very hard to learn things. Like, I feel like I'm so stupid, but at the same time, I feel so smart. You know, and it's just because of me using certain methods. Again, if you're going to sit there and draw it on index cards, yeah, you're probably going to get a little pissed off and not remember anything. But if you go over it multiple times, kind of in depth, go through it, break it down to a further understanding of it, you know, then you'll have a little bit better of a time remembering things. So repetition and method, just, again, very, very helpful in understanding anything, not just trading, you know. But like candlestick patterns, there's a ton of them, you know, the entry types, there's 4 of them, but there's still a lot to go with each of those 4, so it's a lot of information to consume. The levels, the contract option, you know, just all the different info. It's a lot. But piece after piece, you can definitely make it a little bit better for yourself. Alexis saying XLV looking strong at the moment. If it can break and hold 133, XLV is very important of an update because that is the second largest weight in the S&P sector. SPY. That is healthcare. Great update, Alexis. Apple is the lagger now. Creator is so awesome and smart. Tesla up again. Good call out. Dudes be like, don't buy the CTF. Oh, so like financial advice. That's funny. You guys all need a sinful in your life. You guys need a friend who is Funny, jokes around, knows how to be serious, but knows how to have a good time. Gotta have that person in your life or you will go crazy. Nvidia, AMD pushing up at open. Good call out by Sandollar. Amazon going berserk. What's up, Jovan? How you doing, man? Amazon is going berserk. That is a very good update. I'll allow it. Same for Tesla. XLY, I guess, just overall on fire from the open. Let's keep that in mind. Meta also on fire. Netflix trying to be over 437. You can see they're wicking. And then Google is the weaker counterpart out of the three from that sector, XLC Communications. Let's see our banks. Banks are up, but wicking, just looking like they're trying to hold, really. Nothing new on those. Energy, flat, but they've been on fire, so I guess they're allowed to be flat. Healthcare, kind of all over the place, but a little bit of a pullback on your 2 out of 3 top weights. Anything else out of the regular? See the dollar slowly lower. Bitcoin sideways. But you're probably going to see a lot more movement on Bitcoin. I don't know which way. I'm just saying you're going to probably see a lot more movement on Bitcoin soon due to the rising rumors. And, I mean, I guess some of them aren't really rumors, but you have all these funds basically saving money on the side for all these ETFs that are going to be coming out based on cryptocurrencies and all this big stuff. So a lot of people are just waiting on the potentially inevitable pump of Bitcoin. Again, I don't know if it's going to actually pump off of that news or not. You might see it over time kind of settle, build base, and then slowly move higher off of it. But I know a lot of people are watching those rumors that are popping up everywhere. Inside bar on the 5-minute, by the way, guys, you are stuck inside of it with an indecisive, long-legged doji. Nothing crazy there, but again, just telling us that we need to wait for more information. We need to see what happens next. If we get a break of resistance, most likely going to see a good continuation to this previous day high. If you get a rejection here and a lower close after this candle here, then we are most likely going to pull back to today's open and most likely the 446, 445 area that we have highlighted underneath. Tesla did have energy to hit that 275. Amazon not quite to that 143, but they got pretty close to previous day highs. Microsoft also pretty strong. AMD's doing pretty well. I would seriously keep eyes on Apple, guys. This is the king of the market for a reason. I don't joke around about that. This really is the king. If you see this still holding 175s, you should still be short-term bullish. If you see this break 175s, you guys should be short-term bearish. Again, a lot of these updates are intraday related. Not looking to, potentially try to call out the future. No one knows what's going on a few hours from now, so don't even bother trying to guess. Lots of indecision. Yo, it's moving again. Bump it, bump it. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't zoom in. I went straight to typing. It's like, oh, they're fine. We are right at 50% of yesterday's sell-off, so good spot to be looking for puts. Good spot to be looking for potential calls if they break over again. Perfect spot for this inside candle to pop up against a good area. Again, candlesticks with positioning. Good call out by Leland. Looks like short-term rejection is the choice. again, guys, I never really have to sit here and say this isn't financial advice, because I never really am sitting here saying, like, buy this or sell this. Like, if you ever listen to what I'm actually saying, you'll notice I'm always covering my bases, upside, downside. What happens if neither happen? You know, what's my range? You know, what's my up and downside? You know, maximize targets that I need to be looking for. You know, and this is something you just need to build a good habit on. You just need to build that habit of always thinking on the go, always thinking of a plan, always, you know, thinking systematically, you know, or conditionally, I guess I should say, if this, then that, you know. And as usual, daily updates channel on fire. This is the only bot in my chat, and it is people that I actually know, so it's really nice. Some news, but they were posting Amazon, SPY Futures, daily watch list, all kinds of stuff. And then I added the news bot in there as well, just to kind of drop some of Evan's updates. I like Evan's page, so pretty cool. What's up, Chupapi? Good job, Jazz. Peoples, making sure you guys get some TA in the chat today. Good job, Jack, D-Touch. A lot of you guys did a really good job of this yesterday. We had Al Street, Taylor, Jack, myself, of course. But the day before that, they had Dondu, Maddie, Jazz, Taylor, Toaster, Jazz again, Taylor again, Peoples again, Toaster. I mean, it's nice seeing the guy, everyone working hard. So I'd love to see more people in there, though. Feel free to drop your own information in there. Don't be scared. Nobody's going to bite your head off. You don't have to worry about that. Bueller will protect you from all the other mean traders. But I encourage you to go in there, post charts, post your updates, put yourself out there. Again, I want you to think about it like this. It's not for other people. It's for you to put yourself out there, to put yourself on the line. So, and it's really good to kind of get that before, during, after. But thank you guys for almost 40 likes. We have almost 80 people in here. I really can't appreciate that anymore. I really do thank you guys for everything. But right now, we're looking at SPY holding the lows of pre-market right now, and they're getting a whipped off reaction to the resistance above between 447 and 447.26, which, as you can see, they hit to the cent. Well, if it isn't my favorite YouTube gang, what's up, Jack? We'll have to get you in for part of Full Day Friday, Jack. So we'll play that by ear, but see if it gets you in another stream. Nvidia and AMD cooling their jets now. Great update by Sandollar. Because even if AMD isn't a big weight, it is an important semiconductor stock, and Nvidia is a big weight, so might as well mention both. Great updates. Great update by Zaytoven with IWM. He said that's at pre-market low. Apple new low of day. Great call out by D-Touch. Possibly seeing more weakness on the overall market then, if the king is wanting to pull back more. So keep your eyes on that. Does Apple keep tanking, or do the other weights just start pumping and completely obliterate the fact that Apple is wanting to pull back? We'll see if some counterbalancing happens. So, see if they hold. They're still above that previous day low, so keep that in mind. Yes. Bumpy. I'm still watching UNH too. I haven't gotten a signal on this. I almost got calls the other day, but I was like, I'm gonna wait. There's a lot of news and I'm already in John Deere. But higher open on this, I could see this going and smacking at least 485, but we'll see. End of day, I'd like to see where that's at. But I think what I like the most about this is that it's got a lot of consolidation, which is good. You need consolidation for movement, which, guys, it looks like Apple's still fighting. Still around that same percentile. Yes, keep going lower, DG. I want you as low as possible. Nope, that's not the chart I wanted. Is this the one? Yeah, here it is. I want this down at the lower 100s. That would be amazing. I think DLTR already hit one, though. Yeah, they already went through the recent one. So that's probably going to try to go lower too if they do not hold 110. So I'm kind of keeping those on watch too. Kind of playing those by ear, really. Snap, can't take your eyes off that one. I mean, not Snap. PayPal and Square. Seeing Snap reminded me of them because it's the same setup. But can't take your eyes off those either. Those are in pretty good areas too. So maybe not enter them now, but definitely good to keep them on watch for potential breakouts. EMPH watching this still too. I had a few people try to clown me, saying that I should have entered this for calls, but now I'm the one clowning them, because it's like, why? I don't have any signal yet, so I'm really just still waiting on that one. This is why I don't openly post plays every time, because people like to be dickheads. But I was going to enter, didn't. It got a little bit of a move, and now I'm just kind of waiting, because I still don't really like it a whole lot. I just want to see more info here, really. I want to be comfortable with my entry. Like I said, that's almost always the most important aspect of any part of life. It's not just in trading, but you want to always be comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, then how the hell do you expect yourself to hold the trade past a target or to a target if you don't even have the confidence to be in that trade or to even understand what you're looking at or what you're inside of? So, yeah, that's all I had. Still getting a rejection of 447s. We went through a lot of the individual weights just now. Amazon is still going, guys. They hit that 143. I think Tesla slowed down, but they already hit that. Their 143 was 275. Apple did continue lower. I see that because they're under that 0.6% now. They're under, making a new low under previous day lows. So possibly bringing more sellers into the S&P. We'll see. Good, Jack. Good update. That contract, when it pushed through, was up 37%. Still in. Amazon, second target hit. If we can keep structure above 143.23, we have room to 145.96. It looks like under 141 is a huge invalidation for that bullish retest they just did. SPY still pulling back, struggling with the halfway point, as well as 447 flat. Great update brought on early by Leland, breaking that down. And Apple, of course, still weak, so that is weighing in on the market, even with all of these big moves by other weights. Again, that just shows you how much more important Apple is than a lot of these other weights combined. Netflix pulling away. Look like they're wanting to flush a little bit more. Yeah, Tesla did a really nice move. Here, if you go to the 1 minute, of course, you had your 40% entry, but they didn't even have a single retest. The only retest was inside of that move here. Retest it here, but they're still on lower highs, so you're really just waiting to see does 270 to 272 hold for a potential retest. If you see Apple continue lower, that most likely won't happen. But again, you guys know Tesla. They don't need the market. They can do their own. They always like to move a bunch. So we'll see where that leads. We also go to the flexible grid, see what's going on here. You can see we just have a higher open, a higher push, sorry. Hit of hit of resistance, and now we're just still holding over today's open. Really good support still, so nothing super crazy to update here. 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. How is everyone in stream though? You guys good? You guys just kind of chilling, relaxing, seeing what's going on? A lot of different moves going on right now. We'll see if this all continues. Does it all slow down? Jack, honestly, I love what you're saying in trade floor because you are correct. We haven't gone anywhere. Good updates. That's another way I can tell, like, you know what you're looking at. Because I could tell by the way you're answering people, like, you're not, like, being a dick and you're like, no, this is right. What you're showing me is wrong. Like, you're still just kind of showing people, like, no, it's because of this. You know, you're just still showing reasoning. You're not even really saying no. I like that a lot. But also at the same time, you know, if someone doesn't want to understand what you're putting down, like, that's okay. Whatever. But good post, Jack. I like that a lot. On, you're talking about Tesla. You said it was a reset day, and I see the same thing. I just see a slowdown day, if anything. You know, you got your bullish days, your bearish days, and that's all people want to focus on. But there's more candles on the charts that are resets and slowdowns than anything. Again, people would know that if they had time to go in streams or go back and check the streams out, which, again, not getting on to anybody, but can't really get on to everybody else if you're going to sit here and not pay attention either, though. Jack just pumped the market. Yeah, he did. Jack tends to do that. SPX is trying to hold previous day demand. I would like to add that. Kind of like stuck between these two areas. Oh yeah, good update by Noxta. We did get a good dump by Netflix. Alright, I think I am going to exit DE finally. Because we technically got in on an early entry. Yeah, I'm gonna close it here. $9.35. Oh, that is my bot. I was like, what the hell? Alright, so if you guys want to go over my swing trade in a second, we will. Drop some reactions if you want to see the swing trade TA. Or don't if you don't. But I'm going to drop some more updates here first, and then we'll move on to it. I don't want to miss what might be a potential market move here, because Apple is recovering. And SPY is holding, and I really like how SPX looks. $230.00. That's all updated. Everyone's good on that. Good to go. Good. Alright, that channel's updated, that channel's updated, that channel's updated. I'm good to go. I can stare at YouTube again. IR market maker. IR legend. Caught Tesla 80% before the lead test. Wow, Creator Trades, you're amazing. There's a new channel in Premium called Trade Ideas where I tag Premium and Lifetime members. Literally just trade ideas, and Tesla was the main one today. So good job. You look like you were looking at that one. So far, I've been pretty much just posting what I think is going to be the best mover, and so far it has been. I think yesterday I posted Meta, today I posted Tesla, day before I posted SPY. I don't know what I'll post tomorrow. I kind of wait till I see pre-market, and if I like how something looks, or the night before, if I like how a range is set, I'll go ahead and just post it, and then if it changes in the morning, I'll update it. But Tesla was the one that is in the best spot right now. For movement, that is. Looking very ugly here for a potential breakdown, but they are still holding demand and today's open, so keep that in mind. Apple, again, still trying to give us direction. Are they going to try and hold this still? Which, so far, they have all morning. SPY, still having struggle. Crazy thing is I tried to sell Tesla at my stop loss and didn't get filled, and it reversed completely for 22%. Wow. I'm glad you didn't get filled. That's awesome. Guys, look at that lower open on the 5-minute candle on SPX. Apple's still weak. Alright guys, well, we're watching Apple to try and hold 175s if they can. It's a good sign buyers are still trying to hold the market. If not, though, they keep breaking down. SPY in itself has a chance of breaking down to the lower part of its day, and if breaking 445 happens, that can be what triggers a larger pullback. We can go over the John Deere swing now if you guys want. So let me go to the Swing Trading TA channel too. I just realized the date. That's disturbing. On 9/11, we got a John Deere call, October 20th, 410 strike for 705. Today we sold them for 935. But the TA on this was again from the weekly at first. I just like that if you go from this pullback, you know, it went into an area of demand. And John Deere is the type of chart to dip into demand, get bought up, dip into demand, get bought up, go into supply, reject, go into supply, reject. It's a very beautiful supply demand chart. You just got to play it right. And times, you know, we've taken calls into the resistance. We've gotten in early, had to cut. You know, we've gotten in early, taken profits. You know, it's really different. You just got to be patient. Again, it's really you versus you when you're looking at some of these setups. But what I liked was this pump from after this pullback. I would like this move from this low up to this high. So I just drew a fib. Again, just getting information. If you go to the daily, you can see the fib drawn out a little bit cleaner. But what I liked about it is that it pulled back with an aggressive candle. I wanted to enter this day and didn't. And I'm glad I didn't because it would have screwed my premium a little bit. So we waited for this day, then we got in. I like that we were holding a smaller candle inside of that day at that 398, basically that golden pocket. Got in. This day did good, got over a good support or a good resistance, and then kind of stayed under it. But again, maintained that golden pocket, so that was the main point of staying in. And then today we got an extra little bit of a pump, but just to show proof, we were talking about watching DE, getting in, posting my Y. Again, you could see sitting there beforehand, and then of course posting updates and everything, and then actually showing when I'm actually out, all the good stuff. But again, just showing that just focus on good TA is always better than, you know, randomly just taking trades because you think something's going to go up or down. It's always good to find patterns with positioning. Again, when you're taking these swing trades, positioning is really everything. And if you can get that pattern at a good spot, then you can have a lot higher probability of a trade outcome, or just to give yourself more confidence. You know, who doesn't like having more confidence in their trade setup when they're getting into a trade? You know, it feels amazing because you don't just have the conviction to take the trade, you have conviction to try and actually see the trade go all the way through. But hopefully you guys enjoy some of that TA. Again, I'm not really like a follow my alerts kind of guy. I just like trading, and if people want to follow my reasoning, totally fine. That's really how I started out. You know, I didn't set out and make a community or make a YouTube channel and I told everybody to follow my plays or check out my gains or check out my losses or this or that. You know, I don't do that. You know, it's just I focus on me. I focus on my routine. I focus on my process, and that's it. You know, if people want to learn from it, they can. They don't want to learn from it, also cool. You know, awesome. Go do your own thing. But I hope you guys enjoy some of that breakdown. Hopefully we can get into more plays together. Two out of two on SPY puts for 15% gains across 2 platforms. 1 on SPX puts for 40. Yo, good stuff, Sand Dollar. Round of applause. Mel as well with 65%. Round of applause to both of you. Yeah, I hope some people do take away from the swing trading TA, because my swing trading style really is like super simple, and it is very effective. It's almost like everything else in our system, you know. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, this is the best thing you'd ever stumble upon. No, I'm sure there's other strats. But it's just nice to have a simple yet effective strat for day trading, swing trading, scalping. You know, it's all really the same stuff. It's just across different time frames, so it looks different, but it's all the same. Scalp SPY 446 puts for 35%. Insane job, Florida trader. Another great day. Being disciplined, being patient. How did you feel too, man? Did you feel confident? Did you feel like you were still a little hesitant? Did you feel shaky a little bit? Or did you feel great? Let me know, man. Tesla at bottom of demand. Gonna call it Dondu. I'll check it out here in a second, peoples. Apple weakness continuing. This is definitely weighing on SPY. Alright, let's see some of these trade reviews. I'm gonna look at everybody's. I'll post my John Deere one in here later. 40% off of... Oh, 40% entry. Wait. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. Off of previous day close at the open. I liked the potential higher low turned higher low in support. I also liked how we were coming up and testing pre-market high almost. Have a great day, everyone. Great job, Zay. So he liked that we had higher lows in the pre-market and that they came from a good spot. Again, like I said, patterns with positioning. He sees good trend at good positioning at the open, takes the risk, keeps a stop close by, takes profit very quickly. Great job, Zay. Told ya. Yeah, see, this is the dumb shit I don't care about. See ya. I don't really care about traders saying told ya. You know, I'm just not with that shit. Let's look at some really good trade reviews now. Good job, Mel. Looks like he got into some shorts against resistance. He liked that resistance. He liked that it held. Maintained his trade. Made it down to that target below. Great job, Mel. Peoples, he said, saw Apple pull back the golden pocket from the day, pushing above one of our highs and failed to continue above. We can see we get 2 inside bars. Great pattern recognition. And we tried to break up, but the 0.5 wicked us back down. Next candle, we gap down and break that previous high, giving us a 60% entry. This is him making his joke. and a 1 black crow. Sold once we reached a previous low level. I love this breakdown, bro. You literally broke down like this story. I feel like I'm reading like a Leadland review or a username review. Seriously, amazing job, peoples. I love this breakdown, and I haven't even got to the trade yet, you know? I learned so much. But let's see this. She liked that push. You liked that it rejected. You liked that it broke back in. So we got in. You liked that it maintained. Good job holding that, peoples. You and me were just talking about this. Already adjusting with our conversation. I love it, man. Beautiful work. See? How happy did you feel about that, too? Here we go. Creator, my boy. He said it took 80% entry on Tesla. Like lowering volume. He liked the lowering volume coming into the golden pocket. Right when I bought before candle close, it got the rising volume. So he got in a little bit early, and then it finished with just how he wanted. That's perfect. Oh, wait, no, the opposite, actually, sorry. Tried to cut for a 9% loss, that's right, he was talking about this, but did not get filled, so wrote it out. Took profits at 273.16 for about 22%. Let me see where you tried to cut. Oh, I see. Damn, well, you held through it pretty well. You know, you didn't just, like, jump around. You were like, all right, hold up. Was pretty shaky in this trade because I tried to cut but couldn't, so just took what I got. No, I like that. I like that because in your head, you know, think about that. In your head, you know, the trade was good. Everything was great, and then you had that one thing happen, and you tried to cut. So what if the chart keeps going, right? You know, like if it keeps going for days, you know, who cares? Because in your head, you already cut that trade, right? So is it really fair to continue making or losing money on that trade if you're still in it? No, because it's technically invalidated. You already cut it in your head, so it should be cut, you know? And like you said, he broke that down perfectly. He said, felt shaky about it, and he just had to get out because he had to take what he could get. I like that a lot because he was being honest with himself. He was aware of, okay, I felt a little shaky, you know, maybe not do that again. But that's going to happen, guys. This is a part of the journey. You know, you're going to have these shaky moments, but you need to be aware of them. You need to be real with yourself when they happen, like Creator Trades was right there. He broke down exactly what happened and why. Will it happen again? Yeah, it'll definitely happen again, but will he be screwed? No, definitely not. He'll understand what to do, how to react, how to prepare, or how to better just control himself, really, moving forward. I like that a lot. Seriously, guys, if you posted a trade review, pat yourself on the back. Just posting in chat about the 445 level. Apple continuing its weakness. I said new lows made on Apple, which made it easy to see SPY was not done pulling back. And then I said, please review. Again, guys, just understanding how the market works, how the SPY works, how the S&P 500 works. It's easy to see. I mean, I'm not going to say easy. It's easy once you have a better understanding, but it's easy to have a nice process in front of you. Again, not just saying, oh, green candle, red candle. Okay, well, now you just sound like every other person. What's actually going on? You know, oh, we're producing new push into resistance. We need to see what's going on. What we get? We talked about the inside candle, got another indecisive candle, and then what do we finally do? Reject. Push up, reject. So 3 candles in a row. After 3 candles in a row, we got nothing but information telling us selling is picking up. What else did we cover that was telling us selling was picking up? Who can tell me on the YouTube stream what else indicated to us that SPY was not done pulling back? Intraday. Again, guys, this is all intraday. I'm not a genie. I can't see the future. But who can tell me what else told us SPY wanted to pull back more? Yes, Teresa got it. Apple. I'm hovering right over it. Great job. Whoops. Apple, the pullback on this, the new lows, you know, seeing that continued weakness on the market's largest weight. Again, how do we know it's the market's largest weight? Whoops. Click SPY, click on the Analyze tab. You can also just go to Google and type in what's the SPY top weights, and you'll see Apple is 7% of SPY in total, of the tech sector itself, too. You know, it's just, that's crazy. And look how much the tech sector is of SPY. You know, that's a lot. So, very important. Now, is SPY cracking under 445.11 yet? No. But they did go down and test 445. The pullback was seen. Everybody understood. Oh, okay, we're not done yet. So now what are we going to look for, guys? Well, logically, after losing the important level, what do we need to look at now? What do we need to say to ourselves right now, moving forward? What is the next piece of this plan? Who can tell me? I'll, of course, answer it as well. I want to see who can get it first, though. Who's really reading the story of the chart? Good update, Florida. Let's see who's been paying attention and who's been grinding offline. Retest, exactly. In other words, we need to see, does that level in which we just lost, does it maintain as resistance? And if so, that tells us sellers are still in control moving forward. If they were to retake that level there at 175, though, what would that tell you? That buyers are trying to retake. They are possibly not done. Can it get ugly? Yeah, it can get ugly. We all know that. But you're just looking for control. Good answers, everybody. Seriously, every single person answered that like almost at the same second. Great job. Like I said, guys, this is a big pie. You got your slices over here. And what's inside of these slices? The ingredients, the individual equities that are inside of those slices that make up that pie. You know, so if you can figure out what the ingredients are, how big of each slice they are, you should have a good feeling or good intuition or good look on your chart on where we can go. What are the scenarios in front of us? Tesla invalidating back under today's open. They are going back, almost filling that gap too. I'm just glad a lot of you guys are starting to get this more. I feel like a lot of you guys are already getting to that point without me even asking you now. A lot of you guys are like saying retest before I ask. A lot of you guys are calling out the entry types before they, or as they're happening, or you know, as they're potentially forming. Pattern recognition. I'm seeing a lot of you guys pick up on calling out good patterns at good spots. Inside bars, outside bars, engulfings, stars, hammers, you know, you name it. Piercing lines, dark cloud covers, crows, soldiers. Microsoft and Apple now synced up on that bounce. Great call out by Sandollar, because that is something we have not seen all morning. Meta is a potential lead test. Oh, good call out, creator. That's a little risky. I don't know. Would you draw from that one or that one? I feel like I'd go from that one. Because it's the recent high before the dip, not the high. But I guess you could do either. And then just draw a wider area. SPY liking that Apple retest right now, though. Other weights also helping out. Homer drooling. It's funny you say Homer. One of my... Actually, never mind. That's off topic. Watching these streams, teaching me a lot, but making my own plays. Hey, I love to hear that, Smokes. That's what they're there for. To turn traders into their own. We don't make sheep here. We make nothing but leaders here. When you come into my chat and you learn my system, it's now your system. It's our system. Our strategy. Our levels. Trust the levels team. Great post by E. I agree with you, man. Trust the levels. I drew from that one. Oh, from the one I did? Okay, good, good. Yeah, I was wondering what you were going to do. Which, you know, if you ever have that situation, it's like I said, just draw both and then just highlight that bigger area if it ever confuses you. And if not, then just wait and review it. That never hurts. A lot of your sector is kind of quiet today. Where are all those people at that were saying I was dumb for not entering ENPH? Where did all those people go? Like, it's been crickets. Hold up, wait. I have a soundboard for this. I have a soundboard for crickets. Which you guys know me. I don't really care what other people say, but it's just funny, though, you know, looking back and reflecting. It's like, where are all these people out that were saying, like, my idea was so dumb? It's like, now that it's invalidated, I'm... Yeah, there's those crickets. I'm the one who's right, you're the one who's wrong. But again, I don't care about being right or wrong. I just want to learn. I just want to grow. I don't understand this whole, like, egotistical thing. Tesla is planning to nearly double its component sourcing from India to up to $1.9 billion this year, up from $1 billion flat in 2022, according to India's Commerce Minister. I can't read that name. I apologize. I don't want to butcher it either, but that's a lot. It's a huge increase. Almost another billion. Good updates by Misi guys right here. Who all has problems with the abbreviations? Does anybody here not understand abbreviations? Because these are definitely helpful for figuring out call-outs a lot faster by people in the chat. Do you guys ever have any issue with that? Or do you guys instantly understand the abbreviations once you've learned the system a little bit more? Feel free to ask questions. You know, don't be scared. I'm not gonna hurt you. But it's good to know what they are because everybody uses them in chat. So if you're going to read the chat, you need to know. CP, GP, LOD, HOD, NHOD, LHOD, you know, PMH, PML, PDH, PDL, CDO, PDO, PDC. You know, it's good to know all of these abbreviations. CDO had me confused for a bit, not gonna lie. Yeah, that one's a little weird one because it's not like all the old ones. You know, if you've been around me for a long time, you've always known about the previous day open, previous day close, pre-markets, your previous day high lows, you know, all that stuff. But we never really used to call out the current day open. Now we would draw it, but we wouldn't sit there and call it the CDO or current day open. So it's okay if that one throws you off a little bit. It definitely threw a lot of us off too, because we didn't always call it that. So same. Apple liking that recovery. Microsoft also. Nvidia's getting movement. Amazon got movement. Tesla got movement. See if they continue holding. A lot of those charts are past good levels. Some of them are still under good levels, like Netflix and Tesla. Alright, looks like nobody has any problems with the abbreviations. I just wanted to make sure, because I don't want people going in chat and be like, what is this? What is that? You know, this is the place to ask, is right here, right now. I'll give you a safe answer. But it's just helpful, just to know everything. Know all the quick ways of typing and reading. Optimized. Yeah, Amazon's on fire. Testing the open on SPY, also a lead test at the control point intraday high and low. I also like that you quickly showed everybody where you got that from. Not just saying, oh, you know, this CP, that CP, saying today's CP, or, excuse me, from the high to the low or low to the high, you know, knowing what direction you drew that fib. It's good to know that. They're so engraved in my head, I saw a license plate that said CDL, and you know the first thing I thought. You're like, damn. This guy's calling out the current day low. Now, I know a lot of you guys do that too with like signs. Like, you know, when you go out in public and you see like HD or BAC, your brain instantly goes to like, oh, Home Depot, oh, Bank of America. Like, you're like trying to call out like tickers. That's so weird. I'll do that too though with companies. Like, somebody will be like, hey man, what you drinking? I'll be like, oh, I'm having water. And then I'll be like, what do you have? And they'll be like, oh, I have KO over here. I got a KO. So stupid. But you're almost like stuck that way once you learn the abbreviations, once you start looking at stuff. Yeah, Google's doing great, man. They're up they're not up a lot like on the day, but their recovery is good because of where they went down to. I mean, they went down all the way to 134, and here they are pumping. Meta looking better, Tesla trying to look better. Amazon's always looking good. A lot of these retests with moves up, again, from good areas. So you guys can see Apple slowly retaking. So like I said, guys, what do you want to see for bears? You want to see a rejection. What do you want to see for bulls? A retake. That's it. That's facts. You know, and that's all you need to go off of. Let's go to the SPX chart too. They're retaking. And what did we talk about today, guys? Again, I just want to see who's paying attention from pre-market prep. But who was here this morning and paid attention to what I went over? You know, we went over what was possible for today's scenarios, you know, going up, going down. But what was that third scenario that we went over? SPY breaking through VWAP. Great call out by Florida Trader, which for anybody who doesn't use VWAP, when VWAP breakouts happen, they're just good, quick, initial intraday alerts. It's just good to know, oh, okay, it's breaking past a good resistance, or it's breaking under a good intraday support. VWAPs are intraday indicators, so it's just a good kind of same day indication. Hey, this is happening, that's happening. It's just good information. So even if you don't use VWAP, it is a good call out to hear or understand. A lot of my guys use the 9 EMA or the 9 MA, but middle VWAP is also very strong. Range, exactly. Teresa got it. Range. Besides bullish breakout, besides the bearish breakdown, what did we talk about that was... I actually said this was the highest probability scenario because we don't just have news today, we have news tomorrow as well. We talked about ranging, most likely seeing that range happen. Which you guys can see, we are getting a little bit of right now. Again, I'm not complaining. Do not call this chop. This is needed price action. But you had a push. They hit resistance. They failed. They hit under support. They failed. They couldn't make it to make further lows. Again, they did crack a good support and then slowly recovered it. So you can see it's very indecisive in this range with more news on the way tomorrow. Good morning, my good peeps. What's up, David? But good answer, Teresa. I'm really happy to see somebody paying attention and focused on the scenarios in front of us. Very good job. And what's up, David? How you doing? How's everyone doing on the stream? You guys up on the day? You guys down? You just kind of sitting cash, just kind of learning, taking some mental reps? What are you guys up to, ladies and gentlemen? Yep, we have PPI tomorrow, and we have ECB, which for anybody who does not know, ECB is basically the European Federal Reserve, which is very important because our markets are connected. I don't care what this guy said on YouTube or this guy said on Twitter, our markets are connected. Watching right now, just listening in, chillaxing, green, hell yeah. That's good. I like to hear that, guys. A lot of just kind of relaxing, focusing on mental reps. Florida's green for the day. That's good. One trade, now mentals. Good to hear, E. And see, I love this. You guys are happy about saying that. You're like, do you know how many times people, when I like sometimes mentor them or one-on-one with them or just meet with people from social media, instantly these guys are always like, oh, well, I always like to just kind of like paper trade and mental trade, and they think like I'm gonna get on to them about that, and I instantly cut them off. I'm like, no, dude, I'm so excited that you're doing this. I'm so, because I instantly look at you and I'm like, wow, you're intelligent. Like, you instantly have realized, like, why would I jump into real trades on something I don't fully understand yet or have a good practice of yet? And so you even know, you're self-aware is basically what I'm getting at. You instantly understand, okay, I'm just not where I want to be yet. So I need to take more reps till I get to where I want to be at. Then I can jump into more real trades, catch more opportunity. And I also love, like, E just posted that he took one trade and then he's jumping into mental reps. That is amazing. He's kind of in like the in-between phase. He's at that point where he's like able to take real trades but doesn't want to go overboard. So what does he do? He limits himself. He keeps himself disciplined. He jumps into mental reps after that first real trade. Love to hear that, guys. I will do nothing but positively reinforce the people who do this. Green taking a break, looking for A setups. Mental reps over here, fam. Love to hear it, Chris. Hey, not bad, Mel. You're in good spirits, too. That's always good. Chillin', just finished eating breakfast, now gathering info. Love to hear it. Peoples, I was just talking good about you. Will you focus? I really enjoy listening to your voice as I trade. Oh man, that honestly makes my day. Great stream. We'll check back with the markets a little later. Thank you. No problem, man. Thank you for checking in, and thank you for the words. Really does mean a lot to me. Because I don't care about being popular. I don't care about being the biggest guy. I don't care about all that. I just want to have good traders around me. I want to lead good leaders around me. So far, so good. But thank you. Kind of impossible to do without people like you guys as well, you know. At any point I could just end chat and go do my own thing, you know. But honestly, it's these like serious, mature traders that really kind of keep me in the game. I'm not gonna lie, it's not even like the stock market or the drive or any of that. It really is you guys. Like, it's nice having a group of mature traders who are like-minded, you know, trying to grow, trying to focus on the future. I took a quick scalp for 26% scalp to the low of day on SPY. I was almost tempted to enter again, but instead mental trading and would have lost it if I got in. Ah, look at that reflection too, Sylvia. Now, it won't always be like that, but it is nice to reflect and be like, oh, wow, look, I could have screwed myself. But you didn't. You stuck to what you planned, and that's what I love to hear. And look at you, it saved you today. Will it always? No. You know, sometimes you look back and be like, damn, that would have been amazing. But again, it's about keeping a constant. You need to constantly react the same way to everything that happens. Mental traded the triple Q for possible retest of 375 and 376. You have triple Q ranging between 372 and 376. Got in on Pfizer swings. Ooh, good look, Alexis. If you post a chart in chat, tag me, or I'll just go look for your Pfizer. Leaders coach and develop leaders. Hey, thank you, Cam. Thank you, for real. It really does mean a lot. It's nice having you guys, for real. Huge fat sigh of relief when I go through all these messages or anything like that, and then I bump into one of you guys. It's like, oh my god, thank you. Thank you. Like, it's funny because like a lot of you guys beat yourselves up and you guys are like, oh, I'm such a baby trader, I'm a guppy, I'm just now getting into things or this or that, and like you guys sit here and you complain about that stuff, and I'll look at you, I'm like, man, these guys are amazing. Like if you just saw how well you were doing compared to the majority of people I see, you'd be like, Jesus Christ, why am I complaining so much? Like I need to be easier on myself. So seriously, treat yourselves better, guys. Leave the being hard on you to me. I'll get onto your ass. But go easy on yourselves. A lot of you guys are bright. You're just in weird spots in life, or you're having outside pressure. You know, I know some of you guys have divorces you're going through. Some of you have kids. Some of you have lives. You know, some of you have a lot of money to try to catch up to, and it's an extra outside existential amount of pressure on you that can definitely make you make bad decisions. So again, shout out to you if you're one of those people who have this extra pressure on you in any form. I don't care what form it is. Someone just passed away in your family, you know, you just broke up with somebody, you have something in life, you have taxes, you have anything. Trust me, it is a lot better to handle that with a positive mindset, and it is impossible to do if you have a negative mindset. So again, if you're able to somehow just, you know, reapply that, shout out to you. You're a fucking warrior. You're a super strong person if you're able to do that, because that is not an easy thing to do. But if you're able to do that, you can do anything in trading. It's all about that mental strength, that path ahead of you. Having a clear path ahead of you, sticking to doing the same thing over and over again. But shout out to all you guys, for real. Peoples, focus up. Get used to it. I get that 4 times a week. What's up, Diesel? Your best Bueller was on another group and there's just too much noise. I hate that, man. That's annoying. I try my best not to be like a communist in my chat, but at the same time, I have to keep zero tolerance. Like, I can't just let people be ignorant. I can't let people be in our chat and, like, I don't know. It's like, I don't care that you're coming to my chat to pay for a membership if you're gonna come in here and do your own thing. Like, I don't see, that's not what we're here for. So again, not trying to be a dick, but like, you know, it's like, can you just focus on what we're focusing on? And if not, can you shut up? or post what you're focused on, you know? I'm always happy to do that. But 9 times out of 10, when you tell someone that, they're like, all right, well, I'm going to outpost this guy and I'm going to make his own chat think I'm better than him. It's like, what the fuck? This dude's like having like a battle with me that I don't even know is happening. And that happens all the time. But I know I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff because I have people like you guys. You know, I have people who are happy to be here on their own, whether they have a membership or not. You know, you guys are here on your own choice. That's great. That's what I like to see. You know, because now you can make your own decisions. You can be confident. You can learn at your own pace. You know, not everyone's going to learn at the same rate. You might be faster than me. You might be slower than me. You know, who cares about the rate, about the pace? Don't glory hunt. Don't have bias. Don't have ego. Just focus on the market. Focus on learning. Focus on you growing. That's seriously the only thing you need to be worried about. Yo, B, check the 1 hour. Or my bad, hold up. I'm skipping messages. How do you feel about Lee test near VWAP? Tesla possibly making another lower high. I have not tested Lee test and VWAPs together. But that doesn't really change any rules behind the Lee test. You still need to see consolidation. You still need to see a break of that structure of consolidation. You still need to see a retest of that, and then that is where you're getting in. You know, Lee tests are just trend navigation. So if you want to use it with VWAP or EMAs or this or that, do it. You know, do it. Add it as confluence. There's nothing wrong with that. So even without back testing, I can tell you that with confidence. Yo B, check the 1 hour wild candle. My bad, man. I am just now catching up. On SPX or SPY, Leland? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but I'm sure you're looking at one. I woke the bulls up today. See, I told you. Oh, just in general. My bad. Probably the same on both. Yeah, pretty nasty wick. God, that 30-minute too. It's like all they wanted to do was just focus on this gap. They were like, we'll just touch it today. And we'll just fill this one today. And we'll just fill this one today. So it's like they're getting all these gaps out of their way, getting consolidation built, and then after tomorrow's news, maybe we'll have an actual single directional move. But great post. The hourly, the 30-minute, these are a lot. I always forget to kind of remind myself to say that to you guys, but, you know, don't have tunnel vision. Zoom out. You know, I know I stream the 5-minute a ton. I know I go to the 1 minute a lot, and I know I do a lot of that, but I've been doing this, though. You know, I'm not worried about throwing myself off. But if this throws you off, I do apologize. Do not have tunnel vision, though. It does help to zoom out to the 15-minute, to the 30-minute, to the 10-minute. Even just that much helps out a ton because it gives you a more variety of how you're looking at the price action. So you could see, oh, wow, we dipped down, we held support, we wicked back up. That's what the 30-minute tells you. The 5-minute's going to tell you something different. You know, it might tell you the same in terms of we made a low and then a higher low. You know, your trend should be the same. But, you know, you might get a little bit of different patterns out of it. Or, oh, this had a piercing line at support, but then on the 30-minute it was a hammer. On the hourly it was this, you know. So it's just nice to know that stuff. But I do apologize if I don't zoom out enough for you guys. I don't want you guys to think like, oh, I just need to be on the 5-minute all the time. Like, no, you don't. Zoom out, it helps out. I would say in the morning it's nice to kind of stick to whatever you're normally trading with, and then during the day, lunchtime to power hour, I would watch the bigger time frames, 15-minute, 30-minute, the daily, the 4-hour, the hourly. This would give you a better, more comfortable view of looking at the market without it moving around too much. You're still getting, you know, you're still getting the info you need, but you're not staring at a bunch of 5-minute candles. So see if that helped you out too. I know zooming out helped out a lot of people in my chat. Big rejection at the zone/highs is possible. Good call out by E. And he is correct. We are almost a perfect double top here, so definitely look for rejections until proven otherwise. Good update by E. Should we scrap lead test and the develop? But how's the stream today, guys? I know it was just me today. I wanted to keep it kind of just quiet and simple, and I wanted to go over a lot, so that's why I was just in here by myself. I wanted to be talkative. But hopefully today's stream was good. I had a lot of really big breakdowns on a lot of big topics that I feel like you guys have good understanding of. It just maybe you just need to hear it again. Maybe just a quick reiteration of it. Again, getting into trading is amazing, but I think a lot of people get into it the wrong way. You know, they see something work out once and they're like, bam, dude, I instantly understand how that works. From here on out, I'm only going to do that. And, you know, in a way that's great, but in a way it's like, you're just kind of getting into things. You're not really actually breaking it down. What is amazing is being able to, let me start over. How can you prove to someone you understand something? You know, everyone's always like, oh, 40% entry, 80%, that's great, but how do I know you understand what you're saying, though? You know, you should be able to reiterate or break down to a further extent, to a more simple fashion, what that is. You know, breaking whatever you're talking about, you should be able to break it down more. And it's not just to show me you understand what you're talking about. It's also good for memory. A lot of people always think like index cards or, you know, to reread things back to yourself to memorize. Like they think that's a good way. They think school is a good way of memorization, or, you know, writing things down, or whatever weird habits you guys form to try to memorize things better. You know, everybody has their own little thing, but the greatest way to memorize something is by reiterating, teaching, breaking something down to a further extent in a more simple fashion, because this will truly show you understand what you're talking about. It kind of goes back to that saying, you know, if you can't break this down to a child, do you even understand it yourself? You know, so, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. You should be able to look at these charts, break down the story of them, read it out to yourself, and then over time, you know, after you get these more mental reps, a lot more muscle memory going, you should be able to understand what's going on, you know, and read it out to yourself.
But also break things down. You know, when I ask you what's a 40% entry, what's your answer? You're probably going to say, oh, a close over a level. Okay, that's great. But what else? What else can help me like that a lot more? Oh, well, if it's a notable level, like a previous day high or whatever, and there's nothing above it, then it looks good toward the target past that. You know, if it's breaking a pre-market high and we're inside of the previous day, yeah, you should only be looking to that previous day high after it broke pre-market high, because it's logical that there's another resistance there. So, you know, it's just that small stuff, adding it up over time, being able to break it down further. But that's the greatest form of memorization, is what I'm getting at, though, is reiterating. Thank you, Maddie. If you guys give me 5 minutes, I won't end stream early, but I have to go let my dog out. So I will not be here for like 5 minutes. But if you guys give me 5 minutes, I'll keep streaming a lot longer. So drop some thumbs up. Keep it exciting in here. I'll leave it on SPX, I guess. And I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. Damn, I was really expecting to come back and there'd be like 30 people gone, but like pretty much everybody's still here. Alright. Maybe I will stream longer. Alright, let's see what you guys were talking about while I was gone. Ah, Dondu's smart. Usurped me instantly. Said, okay guys, I'm running the stream now. Everyone listen to me. Smart man. I know who to take out now. Then I started talking about dogs. Yorkies have big personalities. Yeah, I miss my Yorkie. That was the greatest dog I ever had, and it was killed. I miss that thing so much. You told us to stay. I did. Simon says. What up, React? How you doing, man? Last minute full day stream, LFG. Yeah, I don't know about a full day, but I'm glad to chill here a little longer. I mean, the market's kind of boring, but it did exactly what we thought it would do today. So in that sense, it's not really boring. It's in line. So that's why I never get when people are like, oh my god, this chop's so boring. It's like, yeah, for taking a trade, but it's doing what you thought it would do. So shouldn't you be excited about that? Yeah, I'm always pretty happy when my shit works out. I feel like everybody else should be too. Don't run with it, you know, don't make one good decision and then from there on, it's like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. Everything's easy. No. That next trade needs to be like that recent trade needs to be completely forgotten when you're taking that next one. It's a whole new trade. Living the dream needs SPY to go ahead and push up. Welcome back. Thank you, Sandollar. Appreciate that. Yes, my dog is fine. Spoiled brat. Well, I had a dog. It was a mini Yorkie. It was like super small. It was like less than 3 pounds. Now I have, and it's not really my dog. It was my mom's dog, but I guess it's mine now. Her name is Faith, but she's an American Bulldog? English Bulldog? I don't remember. It's whatever the non-super ugly Bulldog is. Yeah, we all know what I'm saying. But Faith's pretty chill. Except she acts like she was beaten from birth. Like, she, like, hates the noises of, like, bags. Like, whenever you want her to, like, quit barking or to, like, shut up, you could just pull out, like, a plastic bag. Because, like, she thinks, like, I don't know what she thinks, to be honest. She gets so terrified of it. I never do it because I feel like I'm torturing my dog when I do that. Because she is genuinely scared of it. So I don't do that. But, yeah, nah, she's a fucking pretty awesome dog, though. Pretty nice. Why I said my last dog was killed is because this dog basically murdered that dog, but it's not that dog's fault. Like, I mean, it's a dog. It doesn't know any better. But they got into, like, a little scuffle, and the big dog bit the small dog's head. And, I mean, the small dog was super old, so it was kind of on its last leg anyway. But still mad depressing. You got a Chihuahua that is terrified of the iPhone text message ding sound? Oh my god, that has got to be insane, dude. That poor Chihuahua. Yeah, rest in peace, Cinnamon. All the real ones know. That is crazy, though. I'm still imagining this Chihuahua, like, everybody in the room, and just, like, 3 dings go off. This Chihuahua, hold up. I'll just pull up the meme I'm imagining. You guys will instantly know what meme I'm talking about. Yep, as soon as I typed it. I think that's a Chihuahua in the picture, too. I just typed in PTSD meme, and it was there.
Chihuahua when he hears the iPhone ding. Yo, good job, React. That new pop happened, which is what React was wanting. It made it to that next area. He said quick 50. Good stuff, man. You have a chi? Nice. Yeah, it's not even just that sound either. Any ding type sound, like, oh, Jesus. Like if we're watching TV and there's an elevator ding. Oh, man, that is messed up. Bro, dogs are pretty chill. I'm not trying to piss on cat people, though. I've had a... It wasn't really my cat, but we've had a cat before, and it was pretty cool, too. A chi bug. That's pretty funny. What's up, though? What's everyone up to? What do we need to look at? You guys want to stare at this more? Or what do you guys want to look at? I'm really here for you guys. I'll chill and look at anything. I'll go to bigger time frames. I'll do whatever you guys want. Remember, guys, we are still kind of a bearish reset candle. We already had our lead test. It broke down with the bearish kicker hammer. Very strong. This is a very strong bearish candle. I don't care about volume. There's a very strong candle right there. When it comes to patterns, volume is important, but not in every case. This would be one of those cases. So basically, we're super bearish unless we get over 448.21s short term. This is just vague short term information, but they really, really need to retake this. So if we can get like a higher open tomorrow off of that news tomorrow, and maybe it maintains holding over this area, we could have a really good kind of green finish to this week. We can even have a good green early start to next week. Maybe some retest shortly ensuing after, and you know, some continuations over 451.50. If we don't see that retake though, or the hold of the golden pocket in the near term future after the break of this, then we'll probably see the rejection of this area and a hold of this range, or we'll see a breakdown of this range under 445, which again, under 445 is not really kind of the nail in the coffin. The nail in the coffin would be if 441.90s broke, which we didn't even get to there last time. We just kind of got really, really close, held with that lower open, got that higher push that day, and pretty much since then just had a buyer reaction. Now we're kind of holding a potential higher low of that buyer reaction, so it's kind of what we're focused on now. AMD's chugging. All right, we'll go to AMD then. Real quick, just because I have... Okay, hold up. I need to reset these levels. All right, so that one can stay. Well, it'll get deleted after today, but it can stay. This should have been deleted already. This should have been deleted already. That can stay. And then today, this should have been added. I didn't do all my individual equities correctly. I think we were looking at the wrong chart on AMD. Let's add that over there. It's our previous day high supply. Previous day open, we'll go ahead and add that. And I'm gonna add just that level there, just because it's the base of that. But basically, all of this area is important. And then the previous day close. Zoom on over. And it looks like pre-market's pretty much covered. Looks like the high is a little bit not covered. So it's pretty much there based on that news in the morning. First 5 minutes, they broke out a pre-market high. Made it to that 106.20. Made it to the previous day high supply. You can see some selling pressure started picking up there. That's because it's supply. Supply equals an area where a lot of sellers are present. That doesn't always mean they have to reject it and sell off, though. You can see they perfectly rejected it. Held where they rejected from. You got a hammer. You got indecisive candle. You got another indecisive candle. You got another hammer with the green print. And then you finally got another push over this new high, as well as the previous day high supply. Reset candle shortly after. Again, that's another example of that single candle retest. You can see if you go from this breakout to the high of that next slowdown, again, I'm just showing you double example here. You have a single candle retest holding, and then you have a midterm retest holding. What was the only type of retest that was not here, guys? Can anybody tell me? I almost promise you this one did the same thing. Yeah, it did. Even with that news coming out, it still showed you that there was bullish price action trying to hold a bullish area. But guys, what was the one type of retest that did not pop up here on AMD today? If you guys don't know what I'm referring to, I'm going to go to the video that does help you with this answer, because I'm not going to give you the answer. If you want the answer, you can go to this video once I finally find it. You know what? I don't know why I even do that. Here it is. Share, copy link. But how to read price action using levels of price history plus supply and demand zones. Retest trading 101. That's the key word when trying to find that video, is why I was like typing retest. But this covers all 3 styles of retest: over, under levels, how to draw them, how to identify them, and which are which. And yes, they are 80% entries. I'm not giving the answer because I want people to go watch the video. If I just gave everybody the answer, they'll just vaguely remember it and then just pretend they know what they're talking about and move on from it. If you want to know the answer, go watch that video. If you got the answer right, you'll know you did, because it's pretty obvious after you watch. Let's go back to turning this off so we can see everything we want to see a little bit better. You guys can see we retook the previous day open. We're over our recent highs of days. We got a single candle here. Retest here. We'll see. Can we continue this high? Or are we going to slow down here? I could see them slowing down around here just because they're finally at a spot where they're kind of in an area where it's not just bullish with room under. Now they're bullish and have a lot of room under. So they could really slow down here, try to hold this low here, and then maybe we see an increase if they do not just keep pushing from here. So just keep that in mind. Also, like I said, guys, Apple has been kind of a single identifier today, just kind of give you single, good short-term direction, really. And you can see they are also still just jump roping that previous day low, so not helpful. But what is everything else doing? Microsoft holding, AMD holding, Nvidia's holding, all good prints. Amazon, you guys saw that beast earlier. Tesla retaking what we thought was lost support. Again, they just wanted to go down and fill that gap. Came back up, filled that higher low, made it above 272 again. We'll see if they continue off that strength or not. Google looking pretty decent as they're retaking not just previous day lows and previous day close, but also a bigger time frame level at 135.50s. Meta, not quite an inside candle at the low of day, but interesting reversal there. Almost like a piercing line candle. And then you get a retake candle after that above the 303 area. So it's a very interesting reversal that didn't even need a retest. And now they're back at high of day. Netflix, after that nasty dump under 434s, they are back to retesting where they fell from. So we'll see if they can get some ranging or consolidation done here. That would definitely be good for the future of that chart. Short term, we'll see though. And back to SPY. Hopefully you guys enjoy some of those updates. You finished that channel completely, Creator? For real? Don't joke with me. That is one of my favorite channels that I've ever put together. I feel like it's kind of slept on a little bit. But that is by far one of the best channels I think I've ever been a part of. I love that channel. I put a lot of thought into it. I for like weeks I would sit here and type out different like I guess like templates of how I wanted it to look, and then I finally came up with that and then just kind of ran with it. And I put strats in there that I actually use, that I actually like believe in, that I've actually tested hundreds of times a piece, you know, and I would say out of like everything I've ever traded, this is the most simple and effective because you're not really having to think about a ton, you know. Do you have a lot of guidance? No, because it's kind of like a self-learning system, I guess. I've always told people like this is a hard system, but it's a good system if you just stick with it over time, because it's self-sustaining, it's self-sufficient, it's self-teaching. Like it really is. Like it's you versus you, and the entire time you're just trying to see how close to the system can you trade, you know, just sticking to doing the same thing over and over again. And yeah, you're going to have trades fake out, you're going to have trades go against you, but with that system though, you know, with good risk reward too, technically you should be able to only win like 4 out of 10 trades, 5 out of 10 trades, and you should still be green on the day or the week if you're taking 10. But the math, again, that's really what you're focused on there. It just, again, shows just, again, how strong the system is. You know, you shouldn't be taking huge losses. And if you are, you need to check out something. There's something going on there. You know, and if you're, losing a lot more than you're winning, then yes, you do need more reps, and that's a good thing to go off of. But, if there is something there that's a threat to you growing, or something that's causing you to hesitate, or something that's causing you to feel greedy or to jump it, these are things that, again, are only taken out with time. A lot of people are like, oh, this is a single trick to start making maximum profits. There is no such thing. The only thing that can actually get you in the game, get you to grow over time effectively, is time and a good process, creating good habits, forming good habits with the discipline, the rules that you go with every day, whether it's for this day trade or this swing trade, or just how you want to trade in general, your different parameters. You need to be set. They need to be set. They need to be absolute. So nice little 15-minute fair value gap. Let's see SPY die. Good post by Leland about 4 minutes ago in the trade floor. If you guys are in the Discord, very, very clean post. You almost can't tell that he's on TradingView because he makes it look just like TOS. It looks so good. Cleanest TradingView charts in the game. Oh, here's his Pfizer. Okay, I was wondering about that. See, this is what I like. He has a plan. He's clearly in a play, so of course he's going to be biased towards Pfizer calls. But he's still set, oh, but if it goes against me, this is what I'm going to do with it. He instantly has an invalidation point. It's if this, then that. I love this, Alexis. Great job. That's exactly how that needs to look. Dude, I love your energy too, man. You've never once bumped heads with me or bumped heads with anyone in chat. I've never once looked at your name and been like, oh, here we go, I gotta talk to Alexis again. Every time I see your name, man, I know it's gonna be just full of positive energy. You, Daffy, D-Touch, you guys are all eggs in the same basket, in my opinion. You guys are all just super insanely positive people. I fuck with that, dude. I do. Excuse my language, but respect to those kind of people, for real. No matter what kind of day they're having, no matter what kind of day is going on in the world, you'll always bump into those kinds of people, and they're just super positive about anything and everything. It almost makes you it almost makes you pissed, damn it, why am I so negative? This guy's so happy, I gotta be happy too. And then it motivates you. You want to be happy, man. It's just be positive all the time. Positively reinforce everything you do. Mindset seriously is an insane power. You see it in some of these people. That's why I'm giving some of these dudes respect. Some of these people in here are just crazy positive. Oh, that was Weeble? My bad, Leland. I knew that. A few times. Oh, nice, Creator Trades. I'm proud of you, man. Very proud of you. Is there a playlist / vid where you talk about risk reward? There's a ton of videos. It's not just a single video topic you're going to see me go over. I talk about it. I spray over it a ton in a lot of my videos. It's very hard for me to sit here and just talk about bland things what is risk reward? It's not a thing I'm going to put in a single video and then it's all right, this is one video you should watch on risk reward. No. You're going to hear it in my videos as I break them down. So as you go through a lot of my live trading videos or any of the playlists, you'll hear it, man. It's not just a single video topic that I've done. You're not just going to hear me do that. Risk reward is very important. But that's what these entries are. What is a 40% entry, everybody? 40% confidence out of 100%, right? So my risk to reward is pretty shit. It's not even 50-50 there, right? So should I be risking a lot on that? No, it's a very light risk type trade, right? 80% entry, your retest. This is where a lot of us love to trade. Those lead tests, your retest, your higher lows, your lower highs. This is where those better high probability trades come in at. This is why we call it an 80% trade. It's an 80% out of 100% confidence trade. So that's risk reward in itself, that entry. And this is why I always talk about this being one of the most effective systems, because it's so simple. Everything is covered right there. I didn't have to go any further past that. So every time you hear that, Louis Tor, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, that's the risk to reward that you're hearing. Supply and demand. Is it really smart to buy a call when we're hitting supply? No, because that's where sellers are at. We should see it if buyers can get over it and hold over it before truly saying, oh, okay, that supply is turning bulls now. That's a bullish support now, turning it around. And then vice versa. You want to buy calls at demand. You want to buy bearish positions against supply. You want to buy at the best part of the chart to give yourself that extra advantage, to give yourself that higher probability outcome. It's in a way, it is like gambling. I hate when people say it's not, but it is like gambling. All you're doing is stacking your odds, and then you're putting your chips where you see the odds most in your favor. That is genuinely what you're doing when you're doing this stuff. I'm sorry to say, it is like gambling. But you can make it with risk. You can apply risk, discipline, rules, parameters is what I like to call them. Set them there. They're absolute. Like I said earlier, you shouldn't have rules for Monday and then they're different for Tuesday and then they're different for Wednesday and then you're back to Monday's rules on Wednesday or Thursday. It's like, what? Stick to doing the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, it'll look different. No, you won't get a trade every single day. Like, come on. Let's be logical about this. But yes, all over the YouTube, I guess, is what I'm answering your question with. Appreciate you, brother. Learning so much from you every day. You're genuine, unique. Love this community. You too, man. Glad to have you here. Community is by far one of the best. Seriously, I've never been able to go to another server or community and be like, damn, these guys are killing it. Everyone's show. It really is. And that's why a lot of us here at Bueller Buys have disconnected from the FinTwit world and the Fin community, because there's just no one real out there. The community has diluted. You got served, yo. What is going on, man? Stream has been going for about 2.5 hours, everybody. How is everyone doing? Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you have appreciated some of the breakdowns, some of the updates, some of the news. Of course, a lot of the news has already come out. A lot of the updates are done. Now we're just kind of enjoying ourselves, relaxing, looking at the market. We're on the 5-minute right now, and we see SPY trying to hold the 447, 447.30s area, where if it turns support, it can help price use it as a bounce pad towards 448.20s, 448.50s, which is a supply from the previous day highs. Amazon is on fire. Microsoft looked good too. More higher lows. AMD new high. What's Nvidia doing? Apple's still struggling. Damn, my charts are fast today. Sometimes there's like a half-second snap in between them, but they're instantly clicking over it today. Damn, healthcare's on fire. You'll see that? Higher lows twice on UNH. I mean, nothing crazy on that chart, but higher lows. And then you have a nice move on J&J, and then the third weight, ABBV, ABV of that XLV sector, healthcare, also getting a nice move over the last 15-20 minutes. Boeing, Baba, Neo, Coin. Did that actually go hit 80? Oh, 80.50, okay. I was about to be like, no way. Basically sold the high day on that one. That'll probably pump over the next few days, but I don't care. I'm happy to be out of that trade with good profits, and we can look for a better retest soon. Oh, Roblox had a bad day today. Let's go look at that daily chart because they were looking good. Okay, they still look good. All right, so now we can cheat. We can go to the low of the move, to the top of the last red candle before the reversal, and this will create a area of demand from the daily time frame of this recent dip. So it's a very, very short-term demand area. It's not as powerful as if we were like on the weekly or the monthly or even on the daily looking from the far left with price action. But I love that it's trying to hold that. Go down to that 5 minute again. And that's where you want to look for good basing. We are a little late to it, but it's still nice to know at least where is the bullish support at. Where is resistance? You have today's open, today's high, and then you have 2860s up here. You got the rest of the gap, which you might as well just mark that close. And then it looks like you have that previous day open over here. So pretty good area of resistance over here. Over 2760s, over 28, you can make it to there. But over again, not really looking for a day trade on that. But we can look for a potential swing trade soon. I like that one a lot. I guess we can look at swing stuff. I'm tired of looking at intraday. It's lunchtime. Well, at least for New York. McDonald's not looking bad, even though they look a little wild. Let's say that slows down soon. I like PayPal a lot still. I'm in leaps from this candle. Got in a little early, but they're for 2025, so not really worried about that one. Took a swing on Roku from this candle to this candle. Haven't touched it since. Honestly, looking back, it looked really good for shorts at this candle that I'm highlighted over right now. Just because there's already good rejection here. And then you have a good higher open, but it's a weak candle. Huge leg up to the same resistance that it came down from before. So I almost see this as like a lower high after this pump. And now it's back to almost the spot where it looks like it looks good for risk reward for bulls now again. So 77.70 is definitely a good level to look at for Roku. Walmart's still just pushing new highs. I've really just been waiting to see when that one's going to slow down, but it doesn't. It's a good defensive play. Roblox, talked about that one. Twilio is kind of the same as Roblox in the sense of TA. I just kind of like that it's propped up here with a good higher low here, but maybe looking for more info on that. But I do love the amount of consolidation that chart has. John Deere, like I said, we already exited that one, but I would love to see a better just basing move here, but very happy with what was done so far. Snow, we'll see if that gap fill happens or not. Not really keen on swinging that one. I just was typing in chat. I said, news tomorrow, so watch for range to hold as posted team. News wasn't crazy today, so no need to break range with more on the way. Oh. B, how do you have all of the charts auto-zoomed when switching between them? Can never seem to keep it scaled properly when switching. I don't know how to answer your question, but I'll just show you whatever you want. I honestly, I'm like addicted to like constantly adjusting my own chart, so you might not even see me do it sometimes, but I'm constantly like everywhere when it comes to like keeping the zoom looking right, because I know that there's people watching my screen, so I'm like constantly like doing it. Even when I'm not streaming, I do it. Using the pan tool, kind of, you know, adjusting it to make it look good. But these are my settings though, if you want to take them. I have it on auto, and then I don't have any of that crap on. OCD with it, yeah, dude, I'm the same way. Yeah, we're the same then. I would say most people are like that too, because it's just kind of annoying to like I don't know, some days I'm different too. Like some days I want to see a little bit next to the price, and then but when I go to my flexible grid, I don't really care about that. I want to see, I don't want to see any room between that. I want to give as much, you know, room for the chart as I can. So I set it to where price is on the right column. You know, there's nothing to it. So I don't know. It's different uses too. So that can also get kind of annoying. Good looks. Okay, good idea. Screenshotting. No problem, man. And yeah, hopefully that helps you out. I don't know, I might have given you the wrong screen. If Leland's still here, I'm sure he would have told me that was the wrong screen, though. Maddie, you actually have the membership, dude. I just realized. If you go to the membership section here, go to the very beginning. There's 70 videos in here now, so bear with me. Here we go. Thinkorswim settings / features. Check that one out. And then there's also a really cool PDF here. And then, yeah. If you're a member, though, I would definitely go back to the first video and then kind of like start your way back up and then get to where you are today for current videos. But I made sure when my first few videos were posted for the membership, I made sure I did like all my like I basically went through every setting I have. I went through the whole setup and everything. Like anything you could think of, I went over it for the most part. NVIDIA uppies. Oh my. Pretty good spot too, I'd say. It's really the retake of this level that's important, because they lost it, held it, lost it, didn't really do anything, and then lower open, probably getting a lot of people to try to short that more, and now they're picking it back up over that exact same level. It's a pretty good spot to retake around the 449, 450 area. Very interesting. At previous day open, great call out by Mel. It's pretty much what I did, but clearly I'm an idiot and skipped that one. You're good, man. You are totally fine. Hey, thank you guys. We got 60 people in here and almost 60 likes. You guys are amazing. Pretty good turnout today. It says there's over 240 people that clicked on the stream today. That is wild. Like I said, you will never see 240 people in here at one point, because you have those mix of people who get in here for pre-market prep or right before the open, and then they go to work, and then you have some people who wake up late and are in here and don't have work at that time. So you have like a weird mix of schedules kind of combining. But it's pretty cool. You know, it's weird like looking at it first. You're like, oh, there's only like, you know, under 100 people in here at all times. But it's crazy though, because it really is like hundreds of people who are like on the Twitter or on our YouTube or on our Discord. It just doesn't seem like it. It's just because of the mix of schedules, and we're not the largest group, so you're not gonna ever see, you know, 1,000 people on at one point or over the course of the day or anything. But it's just crazy to see. AI. Is it really AI related? I'm gonna laugh. I mean, he's probably memeing, but I will actually laugh if that's AI related. So that's your, wait. Yeah. That's your previous day high supply. Sorry, I had to, like, think about that for a second. They made it to the top of it. We'll see if they can get past that. Make sure you guys have some water. Hydrate. Make sure you get up and stretch. Get that blood flowing. Ordering my checkers with NVIDIA AI. It's gonna pick it up and everything. But for anybody, I'm really just looking for feedback. Please don't kiss ass. If there's any criticism, please apply it. But if you guys have a YouTube membership, how have you enjoyed it? Is any of the content good? Do you enjoy some of it? Do you not like some of it? And you do like this part of it? You don't like any of it? Is there anything you want to see that isn't there? Is there anything that is there you want to see more of? Anything, drop it now. I'd love to just get any ideas so I know what to work on in the near term, so I can get some stuff going for you guys. AI powered drone dropping it off. Yeah, I need to record more of my one-on-one sessions, honestly. I hate that I didn't. I was literally thinking about this yesterday. I was like, man, I've done all these one-on-ones recently, and I didn't record a single one of them. You know, it's because I don't see them as one-on-ones. That's why I don't, like, start recording them. Like, I hate feeling that way. Like, I hate, like, yo, man, is it cool if I record our conversation so I can make myself look more legit to other people? Like, in reality, I'm just there to help the person, you know, so I don't record my one-on-ones, but I really need to moving forward. So we can start to put those in just the membership part of the channel. It doesn't have to be a public thing, you know, it could just be there. But that's a good thought. Appreciate that though, Kim. Glad you like that one-on-one stuff. It is kind of like different because you get that like that more personal take on it. I need to do more of those, to be honest. I was thinking about it. Someone was saying I should do a bunch of one-on-ones, but then they were like, but I don't know, you know, should you do it for free? Should you just do a small amount so only serious people do it? Should you just not do it at all and then just select people? I don't know. I don't know how to go on about it, to be honest with you. I feel shitty about it. I just want to do good content that helps people. Might do like some private streams, and just maybe invite like 1 or 2 YouTube members into a call or something. You know, there's a billion different ideas we could do. I have no idea. Took my puts here, Mel said. It's sick, very helpful. Glad to hear that, Maddie. And I really do take a lot of time on all that YouTube content for the membership section, especially because I know that they're not going to get a lot of views, but I know that they're going to get views by people who care the most. So I know that those are the videos that need to probably be the best, not in terms of like, oh, they need to look the best or whatever. No, I probably need to break things down a lot longer or go over things more in depth or whatever. Just have better ideas for videos for that section. So, but yeah, so far I love the YouTube member videos. I mean, there's about 70 in there, and I think half of them are just YouTube or spy updates on, you know, the weekly scenarios videos. But even those are just amazing structure for like getting an idea for what to look for ahead, you know. And then the last 2 weeks have been PDFs because I think more of you guys have liked the PDFs more than the videos because some of the videos are like 5 minutes and then some of them are like 20 minutes plus, 30 minutes plus. Some of them are really long. So I think some of you guys, more of you guys than not, like the PDF more because of that. The PDFs are just quick, simple, vague. It's just bam, here's all levels, this is what to look for. Let's look at this week's actually. Let me go get it. Come on. Oh, I gotta re-download it, motherfucker. Why did I delete it? Discord. Weekly scenarios. So this is what this week's look like. Just looking to see. Here, I'll pull the chart up too so you can just click over to it. So you can see I go over the bigger time frame first, and then I go to the smaller time frames down here. But I always give a bullish scenario for the week, a bearish scenario, and range. What's a good just kind of expected price range area to look at. Sometimes I'll take the actual expected move of the week and on each side of price, and I'll do that. Most of the time, though, I will just straight up take for my levels, which are a lot of the time very close to the expected move of the week levels. So if you're into that kind of stuff with the EMs, then that's all you. And then I do the smaller time frame with going into Mondays because I can't do every days. I don't know what Tuesday or Wednesday is going to look like. But I do the Mondays levels before Monday, so you can have those as well. And I do the same thing, bull bear range. And then news and earnings for the week. We do news. I just do screenshots, and then I show Savvy Trader, of course, from the news sources I showed you guys. But like I said, quick, simple, vague, but very effective. But you can see this week, bulls looking to just try to defend 441.90s to 445 area, looking to try to go tap that area. If a lower high is made, that can give potential for future bears. If we can't break new lows, bulls still have a chance. So just got a couple things to think about there. That's pretty much what we talked about. And you can see we did instantly go up and tap that area on Monday. Slow down Tuesday, really just a retest. Bearish kicker though, inverted hammer at a very good spot of the daily time frame. Very bearish right here. So if they can't get over 448.20s, it's not going to be looking good. Again, I kind of already went over this earlier. I was just wanting to show you guys what the PDF looked like this week and any updates from it. Back to intraday though. We'll go to the 15-minute. Just so we don't go crazy staring at this chart super long. This just came in, but Elon Musk's SpaceX is now no longer taking losses to produce Starlink satellite antennas. Starlink terminals initially cost about $3,000 to manufacture. It was improved to about $1,300 by early 2021 and now costs less than the $599 each that the Starlink customers pay for the terminals. Let's go, man. Good to hear. That's good for the planet. Damn, one of my YouTube or one of my lifetime members just made 100% on something. Hold up, I gotta see this. Oops. Sorry for being quiet, guys. Just there's nothing really going on. Just seeing price react to 447 still, seeing if they're going to retake it and hold it or not, or if they want to range trade. See you later, Alexis. Thank you for tuning in, man. Elon be like, off the grid doesn't exist. Spy bearish pen bar in the 5-minute. Good call out by Daffy Buck. My boy Baffy Duck. Look at that flush right after he mentioned that pen bar. Not really a flush, but nice little flush in the short-term action. I mean, it's a 15-minute candle moving. 73% since Mel's post. That's crazy. Yo, good stuff, Mel. Guys, I think I actually am going to end stream here. I mean, we're 3 hours into stream. We're just kind of doing what I thought we'd do. There was a chance for a big dump they did make a good dump from a good area, but for a further move, but they ended up holding it, making a good recovery. We most likely will maintain range. The news just wasn't anything crazy today. It didn't help move out of range. And then 2, there's more news tomorrow, so the market's very aware of that. And most likely going to range in between that. There's ECB data, there's PPI data, so there's a lot coming out tomorrow. And I'll be streaming again tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then. We can go over the news, what kind of news came out, what's the the review of it all, I guess, and then we'll cover the levels, everything around that. But thank you guys again for the little bit extra long stream today. Nothing too crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the updates. I will catch you later on. Feel free to tune into the Discord. Loads of really good updates on here. If you go to the trade floor, I can't find it for some reason. Oh, here we go. But if you go to here, a lot of really good updates. I'm still scrolling just to get to the recent message. But I hope you guys enjoy stream. Hope you guys enjoy that. But a lot of really good updates, a lot of good people in here. If you're a member too, there's a lot of really good channels meant for you to just, review a lot of good daily updates, weekly info. It's not like a big Signal server, but we do have plays here and there, and a lot of people work together. So, hope you guys enjoy the stream. I'll see you guys later on, and thank you again.